And we were just saying then, the result of that was, of course, you went to the Oscars.
Yes.
You sang live at the Oscars.
Sang at the Oscars, possibly the most terrifying thing. But it was strangely, the Oscars is strangely calmer than I would have expected. It's kind of outside and sunny, and I don't know why, but it's just it runs quite smoothly.
But presumably, when you're on stage, and you were singing on the main stage, were you?
Yes.
Live, and then the front row is all Hollywood A-list, isn't it? It's all.
Yeah, that was the scariest thing when you're in like the dress rehearsals. They put all the faces of everybody, so they know who to pan the camera
on
to.
On the chairs.
And I was like, I had to just stop looking because it's like Idol, one of my idols, another one. I was like, I can't. You just have to sort of zone out a little bit.
And you've done a lot of performances, but does the fact that there's some ridiculous amount of people watching the Oscars. Did that make you more nervous, or?
I tried to be like, oh, if anyone told me, because it's like, yeah, it's an amazing amount of people watch the Oscars, and also the people who are in that audience. They're the kind of people you've always wanted to meet, or directors you've wanted to work with.
Give you a job.
Yeah, and you're like, don't be rubbish, don't be rubbish.
And so the Christmas Candle, did someone see you in Les Mis? How did that come about, this role?
Yeah, that was how it came about. They saw me in Les Mis, and I was offered the Christmas Candle, and it was I started shooting the day I landed from the Oscars, actually. So it was a big change from rags to Emily, but.
And I guess the clue's in the title. Should we have a little look at it, and then maybe you can explain some of the plot to us?
Not just any candle, the Christmas candle.
Pastor, do I detect an air of scepticism?
The Christmas candle's no different than old wives' tales or your Bible stories. Take no offence, Reverend.
So you're not a believer then?
I'm a believer in common sense. If something seems too good to be true, then most likely it is. I'll find out soon enough.
So it's very much a Christmas story. Some people will be very familiar as well with the book, won't they?
Yes, by Max Lucado.
Tell us a little bit about it and about your role.
It's basically a village down in England set in 1890. And it's a very religious town, and they're very they've got all their sort of hopes wrapped up in this miracle candle, and they're waiting for this miracle to arrive, and it doesn't. So they bring down Reverend David down from London, and he's kind of not waiting for this miracle to happen. He kind of makes it happen by, doing good deeds and making other people's miracles happen for them. So I think it's a really nice sort of moral.
And he brings electricity, doesn't he?
He does. He brings electricity down to the village, and everyone's
rather dramatic.
It's really dramatic. Everyone's very sceptical about him, about his ideas, about all the good deeds he's doing, and electricity. And of course, he does bring light to the village.
Yes.
In both ways.
And it's a Christmas in the title. It's that feel to it. What's your favourite Christmas movie of all time? Are you one of those kind of people?
I am. I'm somebody who's got my decorations up in November. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Do you know? Oh, it's so hard. I'm The Grinch. I just have to watch it every year. I mean, there's so many classic Christmas movies, but for some reason, The Grinch gets me every time.
And in this role, you don't sing. I mean, Susan Boyle is in it.
She is, and Susan sings actually in it. But no, I don't sing. It was a lovely day we got to spend in the church, and she did the big hymn in front of everybody. It was
How does
really
that
cool.
work? Is she a character in the film?
Yeah, she's a character in the film who plays the organ at the church, and she does this number. And I think it's, she's got so many amazing fans around the world. I think it's really exciting for them to see her in a period film in a way that they've never seen her before. It's going to be cool.
And are you keen? I mean, people will know you, of course, from your role in Les Miserables on stage as well as elsewhere. So, are you keen to get away from the singing, or is it just you're trying to branch out, do more straight acting?
I don't think I could ever get away from singing. I wake up sort of singing all day long every day. So I think singing's something that's very important to me. But definitely, I'm definitely trying to make the most of opportunities away from singing as well as singing. I'll always be singing. I can't help it.
You said yesterday that you were filming in the Bond tank.
I was, yeah.
What's that about?
A film called The Devil's Harvest, and we filmed a lot of the underwater stuff in the James Bond tank. It was very, very cool indeed.
This is the water tank?
The water tank,
So what are you doing? Are you fighting?
All sorts. There was all the various montages of parts we do in the water during the film. We did, and I was grateful for that, because when we were out in the Ukraine, and one of the last scenes of the day, they were like, "You're going to have to hop in the lake." And I was like, "It's frozen!" Wetsuit on, and I was like, "Ah!" So I was very grateful for that heated tank.
When's that due to come out?
And that will come out next September.
Next September.